Hi. On behalf of SkyPilot Theatre Company, we would like to welcome you to the final installment of our Black Lives Matter play reading series, BLM Volume 3. I'm Shelby James. I am president of the board of SkyPilot Theatre, and I'm also going to be your narrator and host today. We have 3 plays for you that were chosen from lots of submissions that we hope that you find entertaining and inspiring. They focus on playwrights of color, and in this case, they were not giving any specifications on what to write, so what you will see are topics that they felt moved by. We hope you do as well. Our first play is Actual Cost by Steve Harper. Steve Harper is a playwright, TV writer, producer, and actor. Actual Cost is about BT and Ayla, an interracial couple on their way to a wedding who encounter Michael, a Black homeless man. When Michael asks for a donation, Ayla wants to give and BT doesn't. Actual Cost is a comedy drama about class, race, and money. Here is Actual Cost. Actual Cost by Steve Harper. Manhattan, Saturday, an almost empty subway car. Ayla and BT sit next to each other. His arm is around her. Both are dressed nicely in business attire. She looks incredible. He looks uncomfortable in these clothes. He stares at her for a beat.
We should go back.
I'm not gonna be late. Honey, did you brush?
Yes.
Annoyed, he pulls out gum, pops it in his mouth, chews.
Nobody will notice if we're late. It's a big church.
Oh, Aunt Glennie will notice.
I'm getting off at the next stop.
No, I'm not showing up alone. It's a wedding.
And you'll have to loan me $20.
I only have
How about 10?
You always need.
No.
Why do you need it? So you can buy cigarettes?
No, I quit. You know I quit.
You did, didn't you? One bad habit down. You'll live longer.
Longer for you. With you.
What do you want it for?
I have to justify it like I'm 10? God, Yana, if I hadn't forgotten my wallet.
But you did. Too busy watching ESPN. You're always.
Not always.
Addicted. I'm already paying for your train ride. How much do you owe me?
Don't make it about that.
What do you want it for? The lottery? The lottery is a scam.
An opportunity. It's my money.
If you pay me back.
Michael enters the car. His clothes look dirty and he's not wearing shoes. They look up at him for a moment and then look away. Michael smiles and slowly sits on the same bench as they are, closer to BT. Michael is watching. They notice.
For weddings, the lottery marks the occasion. It's lucky. I play the date and the
numbers of letters and the names of the
bride and the groom. A sweet and important gesture. If it makes you feel any better, when I win, you won't get anything. I'll buy a mansion. You'll get the basement. No, the broom closet. Fine, I'll ask Greg. He'll spot me.
Oh, before or after he says his vows?
How y'all doing? Always about the money, isn't it?
Always?
Much of the time, honey.
The train slows down and stops. The lights dim and come back. On the loudspeaker, an announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, train up ahead of us. We should be shortly.
Haven't eaten in 2 days. Trying to get enough to get something to eat.
I'm sorry, man.
Don't be sorry. Be generous.
I left my wallet at home. We were discussing. Didn't I leave my wallet at home?
He left it at home.
Miss, haven't I seen you around?
No, you haven't seen him around. He hasn't seen you around, has he?
You ride this train a lot.
Well, everybody does.
She does. I never forget a face. You ride this, right, miss?
I do, actually.
Well, this is my train too, so we've seen each other. You've seen me. I've seen you. Well, hi.
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 We apologize for any inconvenience.
Miss, I'm trying to get myself something.
He doesn't have anything.
Maybe Maybe I do.
Ayana pulls out her purse and reaches into it.
You're gonna give him?
Michael,
You're gonna give Michael?
If I have something, yes.
I do remember you. Generous.
You said you only had.
I don't have any change. Sorry.
Michael nods. BT relaxes.
Any bills?
Well, look.
I'm hungry. Beyond hungry, okay? It's a question. She can't answer an honest question? You underestimate her?
If she doesn't have change, she doesn't have bills.
Don't let him belittle you. She knows people can have bills but no change. That change isn't the only option. There are other choices, you know? $1. $1 is a dream.
It's illegal to beg for money.
BT.
$1 is a prayer. You got something against prayer?
Ayana stares at Michael for a moment. She looks at BT. She looks in her purse.
Yana, she doesn't have.
I might.
What, bills?
What do you got against donations, sir? Tithing.
This is not tithing.
Yeah, I don't.
Look, a 5 is good. A 5 is good. A 5 is a sandwich.
Hey.
A 10 is maybe some Chinese food. A 10 is 10 prayers, 10 dreams.
Move on.
BT.
Hey, Mr. Man, we're all out here. We're all the same. We need to help each other, you and me.
You can't help me.
Why is he so negative? What's the difference between us? We are out here working it. It's hard, right? But all of us, on the train, on the planet, next 100 people you see, that's 100 people praying.
Oh, God.
Right, to God, for better things. Something's always coming between you and your actual life, right? Maybe I got more somethings between me and mine. That's it, the only difference. So I ask for help.
It's not your money.
But is it yours?
Shut up!
Honey, stop it.
BT stands.
Shut the fuck up!
Honey.
She stands too, puts a hand on his shoulder.
The train ahead. Clearing the station will be.
Sit down, please.
He looks at her, softens. She gestures that he sit on the other side of her. He shakes his head and returns to his spot next to Michael. He looks straight ahead. She crosses to the other side of Michael, crouches down beside him. They look into each other's faces. BT turns away in disgust.
Maybe I'm asleep, you know, sister? Snoring right here or in a doorway, hoping half a bagel, one whole dollar, 10 prayers, 20, 50 dreams, asking for whatever, hoping for whatever. People getting all unapproachable. I'm just getting hungrier. Looking for 100, praying for 1,000,000, one at a time if that's all I get. Anything, one at a time if that's all there is.
She pulls a bill from her purse and presses it into his hand.
What are you giving him?
Thank you, honey. Thanks so much.
Good luck.
God bless you, sister.
Ayana returns to her seat. They all sit there a moment. The train begins to move. Michael stands, hovers near BT.
You're really cute, you know that?
Michael winks. BT glares at him. Michael exits.
What the hell?
Honey, it's over.
What did you give him?
He was hungry. We're not hungry. He's got nothing.
You don't know what he's got. You don't know anything about him, but how he looks, smells. Would you give him anything if he were white?
Oh, fuck you. Not everything is affirmative action.
Oh, fuck you.
Why are you so caught up in me taking care of you?
Why are you caught up in taking care of everyone but me?
That's ridiculous.
Your mother, Rosetta, Billy. I'm getting off at the next stop. There's all kinds of hungry, Yana. You want to feed the homeless? But you hate that begging shit. But today, you want to bend over backwards for some queer con man? And damn it, Yana, affirmative action to that is bullshit. Anyone but me, anyone. I'm getting my wallet.
You're gonna show up, right? You're not going to not show up.
I need my money. That's all.
God. It won't be. I know you'll find something.
No.
She starts to cry, covers her face. BT turns to her. The train screeches to a stop.
125th Street, transfer for the C trains.
The sound of the door opening. BT stares at her, then at the door. The sound of the door closing.
59th Street next.
BT stares out. Ayana looks up, upset, surprised that he's still there.
Are you going?
I'll get it later. I won't stay at the reception. Something.
The sound of the train moving. BT crosses back to sit on the other side of Ayana. They both stare out, not touching. He pulls out a piece of gum, offers it to her. She won't take it. He looks over at her, then away. She looks at him, then away. Then slowly, not looking at each other, she takes his hand. The sound of the train fills the space. Blackout. Wow. Thank you to everyone involved in bringing us actual cost. What thought-provoking theater. But we're not done there. We have another play coming up by Cris Blak. Cris is an award-winning and internationally produced writer for page, stage, and screen. His play is The Bartender. Let's set it up. The year is 1963. President Kennedy has just been assassinated. In a New Orleans bar, a bartender must face the state of social and political world around him while also dealing with his own spiraling personal life, one that has just as many stakes as the outside world. Here is The Bartender. The Bartender by Cris Blak. A small bar in New Orleans, Louisiana, Saturday, November 23rd, 1963. An old bar like something out of a black and white photograph. A wooden bar to stage right, chairs set up around its perimeter. To the left, there are a few tables, but nothing fancy. Behind the tables is the entrance of the bar. On the wall are pictures of JFK and MLK Jr. Behind the bar is a castle of liquor bottles, as well as the bartender. He wears a white shirt and black tie, his hair a somewhat slicked back style. He wears a wedding band on his finger. He wipes the bar. It's early morning, around 8 a.m. The bum enters, dragging his right foot. His clothes are tattered and patched and stained. His hair is uncombed, the hair that hasn't fallen out yet.
Sorry, old man. We're closed.
Bullshit.
We're not open yet. Just give it another hour.
The door was open.
Yeah, that's because I didn't lock it when I came in. Come on. We have this conversation every other day. Just step out, wait the hour, then you can come back in, have a drink.
I'm here right now.
Yes, I see that, but we're not open yet.
That's bullshit. I serve my country. Put my life in the line for boys like you, and you can't even pour me a goddamn drink? Ridiculous. No, inconsiderate, ungrateful.
It's nothing personal. No matter who walks through that door, if it's before opening, they are not going to be served.
So you're throwing me out?
I'm asking you to wait for 1 hour.
Is this how you treat your customers? Like dogs? Like a herd of cattle? I'm gonna tell all my friends to boycott this place.
Oh man, how many friends you have?
Don't worry about it. They'll know about you though.
Despite his rant, the bum has not moved any closer to the exit.
Fine. You can have one drink before I open up.
I knew you were a good one.
The bum sits down at the bar.
Not like those bastards down Happy Bar down the road. Talk about inconsiderate.
Remember, you're just getting the one. Regular?
Regular. They don't know how to treat an old man, a war hero. But you know.
The bartender throws the towel he was wiping the bar with over his shoulder, pours a glass of straight bourbon, tops it with a little scotch.
What can I say? You're my best customer.
Damn right.
The bartender slides the drink to the bum.
Oh, slow down now. Learn to enjoy it.
Oh, I enjoy it. Did you hear the news last night?
Yeah, of course I did. I heard it. I watched it. I read it. It's inescapable.
President John F. Kennedy shot down in Dallas while just driving down the street waving at people.
Yeah. Tragic.
I heard he could be difficult.
That don't mean he should be dead.
Of course not. But what do you expect? I could have told you he'd have been at least roughed up. The way he spoke up for the colored people and such. You know the last guy to do that? Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln. And you know what happened to Mr. Abraham Lincoln? Fine.
Yeah, well, that kind of politics don't really interest me.
Why would it? You're young and have your own business.
It's my father's business.
But you own it now. I knew your old man.
I know.
Knew him real well.
Yeah, you tell me that every time you come in.
How's that wife of yours?
She's doing okay.
Don't screw that up. Gals like her don't come around every day.
Yeah, I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
The bum finishes off the drink, slides the glass towards the other side of the bar.
Hit me with another one of those.
Can't do. I told you, just the one. You're gonna have to wait another half hour or so.
Come on, son, just a little drip.
No can do.
That's the way you treat me now? A veteran, a patriot?
A drunk. You're not gonna win me over. Not this time.
Look around you, boy. No one comes here anymore.
No one is here because the bar ain't open yet.
If that's what helps you sleep at night, so be it. Keep on believing your lies, but me, I know the truth.
Yeah? And what's that?
The world is changing. The world is dying day by day. Folks don't care about us little guys anymore. They get sucked in by the advertisers, those catchy words on the posters on the side of the road. Nothing's real anymore. It's all manufactured, fake. The guns are bigger, the streets are trashier. Did you hear about all those riots last night? Folks throwing fire around. Mark my words, a war is coming. People are getting angry out here. They're going to get their share of drinks from the underground, near hell. They don't care to come to some candy shop like this.
The bartender leans over the bar.
Not all change is bad. You know, I tell you to have a nice day, but I have a feeling you'll be back here later.
You kids with your dreams about a better day. The best is behind us. The golden generation is dead.
You're still here.
It had to leave some of us behind to tell the story of a brighter day.
Sure.
You'll all see.
The bum stumbles out. The bartender continues cleaning off the bar. He stops, leaving the rag on the bar. He walks around and stands in front of the photographs on the wall, the black and white captured faces of the now late John F. Kennedy and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who only has a few years left. The bartender hesitates, puts his hands on his sides, thinking. Then, after a considering breath, he takes down the photographs and walks back behind the bar. He hides them. Sherry enters, nice house dress on, hair well done, lipstick perfectly applied, a small handbag in her possession, as well as a folder.
You're here early.
I don't sleep too well anymore. Makes more sense for me to just come in a little before usual. Start the day.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't think so either.
You look a little under the weather. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm just tired.
Get some rest. Leave the bar closed for a few days.
I need to make an income.
An income doesn't have much worth if you drop dead from exhaustion.
You just always thought so highly of me. You used to love spending all night in this bar.
I was a girl then. People grow, mature.
Some pretend.
She hands him the folder.
What's this?
My lawyer told me to have you sign those in front of me.
I can't take my time.
What is there to think about?
I'm at work.
No one is here.
We're not open yet.
No one is ever here. I haven't seen it full for months.
And when's the last time you came in here?
I come here enough to know that this place doesn't attract anyone of importance anymore. Just old drunks.
They keep the lights on.
I'm going to need you to sign those papers. I'll leave them with you, but I'm going to need them by Monday.
Fine.
It'll be much easier once it's all over.
Thanks.
The neighbor boy went off to Vietnam yesterday.
Which one?
Norm.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Why are you sorry? Every generation has its war. This one's ours.
You want a drink?
I should really be going.
One drink's no time.
I wish I could.
So do.
I don't think that would be a very good idea for either of us.
Well, you just know everything that's right and wrong nowadays, huh?
Be safe. Get home before the streetlights come on. People aren't too happy out there, and this isn't the best neighborhood.
She extends her hand out. He wipes his hands on his pants and then takes hers. They shake hands, a silent goodbye that neither of them seem too sure about. She begins to pull back her hand, but he holds it.
I have to go.
He lets go of her hand. She gives a parting nod and exits the bar. The folder sits on the bar. The bartender is confined in his own stance. He looks at his ring. He pulls it off, lays it on top of the folder, and turns away from it, facing the assembly of bottles. Rose enters. She wears a nice outfit, but not nearly as nice as Sherry's, but she looks more authentic and younger than Sherry. The bartender doesn't turn around at the sound of her footsteps.
Listen, old man, I'm in no mood for your talk right now.
Okay, then I won't talk.
He turns around, sighs.
I didn't know it was you.
Rough morning?
Yeah, I could say that. Drink.
It's too early for me. Besides, I don't think any amount of alcohol can make me forget what happened yesterday.
Kennedy?
That's right.
You know, I don't get much involved in politics.
Maybe you should start.
It's not my place.
Then whose place is it, if not yours? Mine? Since you all think he was the Negro's president, it doesn't matter to you.
I'd say nothing like that.
We move on so fast. As soon as that bullet met his skin, they had Johnson taking an oath. We can't even grieve. It's like they want us to forget.
I don't think anybody's forgetting anytime soon.
Is that why you took his picture off the wall?
Rose.
Well, you say no one is forgetting, and yet it looks like you're trying awful hard to.
It has nothing to do with me.
You plan on putting up a whites only sign outside too?
Why would I do that?
You took down King too. Suppose the dream wasn't vivid enough.
I just don't want any trouble. Just saying people are rioting.
Yeah, they are. As they should be, rioting for the betterment of the American people. To show that they won't let a good man be taken away and buried in our memories. If you wanted to appease them, then you would keep those pictures up. You would be proud of them. But it ain't about them, is it? It's about your good old boy patrons. The pure, cream-colored people.
I don't want nobody thinking I'm taking sides.
Why? Take a side. Stand for something.
I stand here, in my business, where I'd like to stay open and turn a decent profit. And the only way I'm going to do that is by making sure nobody feels uncomfortable when they come in here. And that's including the coloreds and those who ain't too fond of those people.
Those people.
You know what I mean. They got the happy bar. You, the Blacks, got your own bars down where you live. And there's me here in the middle. The middle. Not bending towards either side.
In a safe place.
That's right.
I wouldn't know about that. I can't go blend in whenever I want to feel comfortable. I can't conform. I can't hide.
I'm not hiding.
What do you call it? Protecting?
Oh, staying alive.
Must be good to have options.
None of this came easy to me, for my family. My dad built this place with his bare hands until he bled. And then he poured drinks for every stranger who walked through those doors.
Are you certain he did it for everyone?
He did it the honest way. He did it fair.
I can't even get a loan for a house.
That's not my problem.
Sure it isn't.
I just can't say anything to make you feel better.
You don't say something, do something.
Like what? Go to Nam?
Anything.
She looks at the ring on the bar.
Then maybe things like that won't happen.
Don't know me.
I know you're a decent man. Known that for some time. And I know you better than to take those pictures off the wall just because you don't want to be left here alone.
She begins to exit.
And don't you ever forget the men who bled more than their hands helping your daddy build this bar.
She exits. The bartender is alone with his thoughts. He pushes the ring to the side and pulls out a document from inside the folder. He reaches under the bar and pulls out a pen and signs the document, then puts both it and the ring onto the folder. He picks up the two photographs and lays them on the bar, stares the men in the eyes, then walks over and puts them back on the wall, steps back and looks at them. The bum enters the bar.
How about one of them regulars?
Yeah, sure. We're open.
He makes his way behind the bar and takes hold of a clean glass.
How about something different this time?
Music starts. A new day officially begins. The lights go down. The bartender. What a great example of the work of an ensemble. Now we have our final play by William Oliver Watkins, who's an actor and playwright based out of New York with multiple writing credits for stage and screen. He has written Me, Myself, and O, which is a somewhat irreverent conversation between the bard and his darker-skinned alter ego. Here is Me, Myself, and O. Me, Myself, and O by William Oliver Watkins. Time, A Midsummer's Night, 1605 AD. Place, Will's writing room, Stratford-upon-Avon, England. Lights up on Will, Caucasian, early 40s. He sits at his desk writing by candlelight. O, Blak, early 40s, handsome and well-built, silently enters the room carrying a bottle of whiskey. O slams the whiskey bottle down on a coffee table, startling the piss out of Will.
Holy shit. Drink with me. Shh. It's the middle of the night. People are sleeping.
What care I for the hour? I have come to celebrate, and celebrate we must.
Okay, we'll celebrate, but let's just celebrate more quietly.
As you wish. Glasses.
Will gets up and grabs 2 glasses from a cabinet. He sets them on the coffee table and sits in a chair opposite O. O uncorks the whiskey and pours 2 very liberal glasses. Will takes a dainty sip as O pounds his glass in one shot and pours another. O is about to take another shot, but stops with the glass at his lips. O glares at Will, and Will looks up from his glass.
What?
Catch up.
Will, with difficulty, drains his entire glass. It takes a while, and once finished, he sputters and wheezes with the effort.
So what are we celebrating?
Success.
O refills Will's glass.
To success.
O downs his second glass of whiskey as easily as the first. Will muscles his down with somewhat less difficulty than the first. O pulls an old-timey looking scrap of newsprint from somewhere and reads.
Shakespeare's latest tragedy. The Moor of Venice, deftly acted by the King's Majesty's players, is universally well liked for its ability to overwhelm audience disbelief and to compel extraordinary identification with the suffering of its central characters. High praise indeed, think you not?
Will jumps up and snatches the page from O. He reads in annoyance.
Shaq's beard. Shaq's beard.
What?
Shaq's beard. Shaq's beard.
My hearing is excellent, as is my comprehension.
Meaning?
I heard you the first time. Now, what is thine issue?
This is mine issue. They completely butchered my name. What do you find funny about this?
That thou, who butchereth and transmute the royal language at thy very will, should sob and wail and weep into thy glass, when once thy work doth quite outshine thy name.
You're right. It's not a good look.
Well said indeed. 'Tis not.
Will offers the paper back to O. O waves him away.
Nay, keep it, that thine head maintain its scale.
Will pushes the scrap of newsprint into a desk drawer.
Besides, methinks thou missest much the point.
Oh yeah, which point is that?
Victory, my friend. Know you not that thou hast done what few before thee have? Rejoice!
What do you mean? I wrote a play. A good play. Okay, who am I kidding? An excellent play, but so have many others before me, and countless others will surpass me, I expect. Even a man of my admittedly swollen ego can accept that.
Ah, but I speak not simply of the play.
Of what then do you speak?
Thou hast told the tale of a man, an heroic man, a warrior and lover both, a man of great gifts and tragic complications, not a cold and untouchable legend, but a man, a real man, noble, flawed, human. And thou hast made him black.
I see. I hadn't looked at it that way.
Then let me play thy mirror. Gaze upon me and see thyself.
Will and O play the mirror game for a moment. Everything one does, the other mimics in real time.
I'm in much better shape than I think.
Indeed.
O breaks away from the game and begins to inspect the room.
Well, thanks for the drink and the kind words. But it's getting very late and I must rest.
O shows no sign that he's heard Will. He walks over to Will's desk, picks up a few pages, and begins to scan them. Will reflexively grabs for the pages, but O is too fast.
What are you doing?
I crave a peek at the master's next work.
Oh, well, those aren't ready.
I understand writing is a process. I shall keep that in mind as I peruse thy pages.
Careful, you're holding the page a bit too close to the flame, don't you think?
Yes. Very good. Very good.
You like it?
Oh, I.
Really?
Pray question not the fire of my esteem. Say, when I did speak words I did not mean.
O continues to read, engrossed and delighted. Then something changes. O's enthusiasm wanes. He sighs and returns the pages to Will's desk.
Finished already?
Aye.
But you had barely begun the second page.
Methinks I got the gist.
And?
This Lear. He seems a rash and foolish sort.
Oh, really? How so?
What king would turn away from sacred trust to drink and laugh his nights away with friends?
Ah, but you see, this is his fatal flaw.
What mean you, fatal flaw? Explain yourself. What's that?
A noble character must have a weakness, a chink in his armor. Otherwise, we cannot identify with him. We love him for his noble traits, and we see his good intentions, but we also see his imperfections. And when inevitably he cannot overcome his own demons, we see ourselves in him, our own fatal flaws, and we weep.
So, when we witness Lear divide his lands between two daughters, versed in cold deceit, while ostracizing she that loves him most, we weep. Because the king is dumb as fuck, and recognize we too are dumb fuck kings.
Something like that.
Brilliant.
Thanks.
O pours a whiskey, downs it in a swallow, offers to pour another for Will. Will decline. O seems offended, but doesn't press.
Well, the night is late and you must rest.
Yay, busy day tomorrow and the kids are up with the sun.
O picks up the bottle and turns to go. He's almost out of the room when he turns back.
I wonder.
O thinks better of it and turns again to leave.
What?
Mine did not.
No, really?
'Twas nothing.
No, tell me.
There is a thing upon my heart, but I do fear my words will fall upon unwilling ears.
Oh, come on, man. It's me. You can tell me anything.
O puts down the whiskey bottle.
Thou hast written of beggars and of kings, of heroes bold and fairies devious, of jealous gods and villains' treacherous deeds, of Grecian idiots stumbling through the weeds, of rich terrains made more real by your words than lands I've seen myself with my own eyes. Thy tales have shown me worlds I never dreamed.
But?
Till now, those worlds held none who looked like me.
Untrue. What of the Moor and the Titan of Andronicai?
No one believes you wrote that, nor do I.
What?
Please, I prithee, allow me to the point. I came tonight to revel in your art and to humbly ask you once again to press your quill to parchment in that cause. Thou hast wrought a masterwork in color. One good turn, they say, deserves another.
You want a sequel?
What is this sequel? I know not that word.
Completely different, yet somehow the same.
Huzzah! Exactly. Thou hast hit it square.
But you died in the end. Horribly. That's kind of a hard thing to come back from.
Again, the point eludes you quite entire. 'Tis not a literal copy I desire.
Then what?
More lords, more peasants, courtiers, clowns, and kings. More stories filed with strange and wondrous things. Ignore those fools who claim that you're a hack.
Wait, what?
When next you write your hero, make him black.
But I've already done that.
You've done it once, but once is not enough. Review your work. Some's good, but some's pure fluff. When something works, you do it once again. How many times do girls disguise as men? Oh, look you there. That girl is wearing pants. And now that other girl thinks she's a man.
O slaps Will on the back way too hard.
Hilarious.
Easy, easy, I see your point.
Misread me not. I know you saw my face when others blindly walked in ignorant bliss. For that, you have my lasting gratitude. But fresh cut paths, unwalked, return to grass, as do unspoken stories seldom last. I beg another tale to match the first.
Perhaps a Bantu princess cruelly cursed.
To walk across the desert all alone.
Without familiar stars to guide her home.
The ruthless sun.
The land replete with risk.
Her foes attack in force.
But she persists.
She makes it to her kingdom.
Just to learn her father's died.
An evil king is sitting by her broken mother's side.
She fights the evil Erzat's king.
His wicked witchcraft strong.
The princess defeats the warlock king.
And puts all right what's wrong. This tale is good. Precisely what I mean. Deliver the world a tale like this, a sight it's never seen.
A female lead with chocolate skin.
Aye.
Of noble spirit and royal kin.
Aye.
Who fights toe to toe with a man and wins.
Aye, man, aye. Yes.
Will muses a moment more, caught up in the fantasy. Then the excitement fades from his eyes and he looks at O ruefully.
What is it?
'Tis an awesome tale to ponder, friend. But know you not what century we're in? I write to put my little ones through school, to praise our monarch's destiny to rule, to let the riffraff whoop at famous fools. My work is less an art, no, more a tool. To watch a small man rise to something great.
Or great men fall to something minuscule.
Will goes to his desk, picks up a handful of pages, holds them up.
There and his like are what the people want. Until that change, I'll write what pays the bills. I'm sorry if this comes as news unkind.
And nothing I can say will change your mind?
Will shakes his head no, with just a hint of shame. He puts his hand on O's shoulder. O allows this.
Perhaps the day will come for
Princess Z.
Will nods with approval at the name.
Alas, her story will not come from me.
O is disappointed, and both men realize they've lost something tonight. O extends his hand for a gladiator arm grasp. Will takes it. They look at each other for a moment.
Until the day.
Until the day.
Lights down. Me, Myself, and O. What a great way to conclude our BLM Volume 3 play reading series. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to watch, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed putting it together for you. If you feel the need, and you can, we'd love for you to visit us at SkyPilotTheatre.com to donate. Your donations make it possible for us to give a voice to fellow actors and causes. And also, Black Lives Matter movement. You can go to blacklivesmatter.com to make a donation. I want to say a sincere thank you to all the playwrights that submitted. Your words are inspiring. And to the playwrights we showed today, actors, directors, and SkyPilot members, I want to thank you so very much for your time, your talent, and your support. We here at SkyPilot, we miss you, and I can't wait till we're able to see each other again. But until then, stay safe and healthy, and let's continue to support the arts and one another. Thank you.